in the district. Great job by Gabby, both on the court and just chatting up here a little bit. And it's Farragut's boys being introduced down below. The Admirals, the Lady Admirals are in their road navy. The boys, their road jerseys, the gray tonight with the Navy numerals outlined in white. And we'll get you the starters for Coach John Higgins here in just a moment. But once again, with the home team about to be introduced, William Blount kills the lights. And then you've got the roving spotlights. And the Governors in their home white with the orange numerals outlined in blue. Lingenfelter, that's a name from past years, certainly recognizable. The two Klimmers, senior and a sophomore, in the starting lineup for head coach Kevin Wendell. All right, so now the lights are back on, and we can tell you that it's William Blount with Reese Pride, Marshall Cooper, Trey Klimmer, Matthew Klimmer, and Jed Zappa. Meanwhile, Farragut will have jumping Elisha Brabson. Also in the starting lineup for the Admirals, Zane Zatawi, Dylan Atwell, as Farragut controls the opening tip, and a quick three is put up and hit by Ryan Neal. And let's see, was Neal the only one I had not gotten to mention? No, Lucas Arnold, senior, number 12, also in the starting lineup tonight for Coach Higgins. William Blount with its first possession as Farragut hits a three to begin things, and now a rebound by Arnold off a miss from out top by William Blount. Atwell with the ball for the Admirals. Little pick and roll action with Arnold. Lays it up with the right hand. Nicely done. Little two-man game off the right side. And Arnold scores, and Farragut leads 5-0. 40 seconds in as William Blount's Lingenfelter drifts left, picks up his dribble, gives the ball out top to Matthew Klimmer. Now they swing it into the right corner to Trey Klimmer. Around on the wing, Cooper takes the pass. Now around left, Farragut there defensively on Lingenfelter. As a pass, they look inside, and it's deflected by Atwell, picked up by Brabson. In front court, Atwell takes a pass from Brabson, spots up left wing for a three, and hits it. So tremendous start for the Admirals. A couple of threes, and they lead 8-0, capitalizing on the first turnover of the game. William Blount, Zappa gives off to Klimmer. Matthew Klimmer, that is, to Lingenfelter. Now they swing it around left side to Zappa. From the top of the key, Cooper leaves it down low with Trey Klimmer, and a blocking foul is called as Farragut hits the deck. Ryan Neal, the Admiral who went down, and he is the Admiral assessed the first foul of the ball game. So Neal hit a three to get the game going. And then Lucas Arnold off a little pick and roll action with Dylan Atwell, scored the basket. Atwell then with a three, spot up three, following a steal at the other end. And the Admirals out to an 8-0 lead. But William Blount now on the board as Klimmer with the first of two free throws up and good. Second toss for Klimmer is also good. So Klimmer now will leave after making the two free throws. Riley Everett checks into the ball game. William Blount's also gotten Evan Maiden, number 1, into the lineup, as well as Cole Gibson. Farragut will be trapped in front court, and a pass by Neal is deflected out into the Governor bench. William Blount, coached by Kevin Wendell. He's assisted by Jordan Conley, Zach Walker, and Jeremy Majeski. And Farragut, of course, is coached by John Higgins, assisted by Josh Gregory, Justin Wakefield, and David Dawson, as we have a held ball called, and the Governors get it on the alternate possession, as Farragut won the opening tip. Into front court, Cole Gibson, guarded by Atwell, moves left, gives off to Caden Williamson. And William Blount's got Jake England in the ball game as well. Governors have just about used their entire roster here in the first 2 minutes and 12 seconds. Neal blocks a shot, a three-point attempt by Caden Williamson in the right corner. Trying to make it difficult on the play-by-play announcer by getting about 11 guys in the game in the first 2 minutes. William Blount inbounding side front court as it comes into Riley Everett. Everett gives it off to Gibson. Swing it around left side to the Governors to Caden Williamson. Back out top between the circles to England, guarded by Brabson. Drifts right, shovels it off to Maiden. Over on the left side, now back out top. Ryan Neal there defensively on a drive by Caden Williamson, and coming over and helping Zane Zatawi swats that shot attempt out of bounds. So the Governors from under their own basket will inbound with Williamson. Lob it into England. England in the post, goes up over two defenders, and they call a foul on the Admirals. Zatawi picks up the foul. His first, team second. Neal had the earlier foul. And so William Blount with its two previous points coming at the line courtesy of Trey Clemmer. At the line now with Jake England, another William Blount senior. Toss is good, 8-3. Second toss, no good, but William Blount gets the rebound. Everett gives it back out to Evan Maiden. And now the ball is going to be thrown away. Atwell with a steal for Farragut. Ahead to Arnold. Back to the trailing Atwell for a three. Good from the right side. So Dylan Atwell feeling it here early, as he has scored twice following William Blount turnovers with three-pointers. The first was from the left wing, this one from the right. And the Admirals lead it 11-3, 8-point cushion, matching the 8-0 start. Ball's deflected out of bounds here in front court, William Blount's front court. Governors retaining possession. Look back on last year, Farragut won 2 of 3 matchups with William Blount. At Farragut, the Admirals won going away 73-47, but the Governors won here on their home floor 72-62. Then in the district consolation game, it was Farragut winning 60-44. District tournament consolation game. 16-point victory for the Admirals. Another foul on Farragut, this one on a drive, as Brabson picks up the foul. His first, team third. William Blount from under its own basket. Williamson out top with the pass to England. England driving on Brabson, picks up his dribble. Underhands it beyond the arc on the right side to Williamson. Back out top to England. England gives it off to Gibson. Atwell there defensively. Right side to Maiden. Moves to the free throw line. Can't get a shot off against Farragut's Arnold. Now on the left side and along the baseline goes Cole Gibson. Gibson, a little hesitation, then puts it up and in. First field goal for William Blount. 11-5, Farragut by 6. Admirals nearly throw it away in front court, but Zatawi with a good save right in front of the William Blount bench gets it back to Brabson. Now Arnold hands off to Zatawi. Three-pointer from out top, offline. Rebound, though, by Ryan Neal. Neal in the paint with a follow. Won't go. And William Blount with the board. Riley Everett comes up with it. And then Farragut will foul in rear court as they give Dylan Atwell the foul. His first and the team fourth. Four fouls for the Admirals. William Blount yet to pick up a foul. Admirals leading 11-5. Governors with possession, 3:40 to go first quarter. Ball out top in the hands of Maiden. Right corner, three-point shot, no good. Farragut didn't go get that rebound. Caden Williamson sneaks in and grabs it for the Governors off the deck. And so William Blount resets the half court. Williamson, guarded by Brabson. Over to Gibson. Guess we got a moving screen. Everett with the foul. His first and the team first. Ryan Neal brings it up for Farragut. Guarded by Williamson. Atwell, top of the key, looks inside to Zatawi. Zatawi double teamed, has the ball knocked away and out of bounds, touched last by William Blount. (11-5). Farragut by 6 as William Blount again subbing multiple players. Farragut inbounds with the ball. Neal out top. Over to Atwell. Right side 3 for Dillon. This one rims out. Rebounded off the deck by Cooper. Cooper in front court. Stripped by Neal. Neal driving against 2 Governors in front court all the way to the basket. Scores off the window. So Neal comes up with a steal and gets the basket as William Blount guilty of its 4th turnover in this first quarter. Admirals leading 13-5. Arnold on the ball out top as that's Lingenfelter with it back into the ball game. He bounces it to Cooper at the free throw line, gives it back to Lingenfelter. Ranges right, drives baseline, gives in the left corner for a 3 that is offline, and Farragut's able to save it in with Brabson. Gives to Neal. Neal in front court, drops it off with Zatawi, and he missed from right underneath. William Blount back the other way. Lingenfelter into the lane with the right hand. No, and I think they called the charge. Foul on Lingenfelter, the William Blount senior. His first, and that turns it over to the Admirals. Ryan Neal checks out as the Admirals get Brandon Cuevas into the ball game. Senior, number 2. Here's Atwell driving all the way to the rim. Missed. Shot may have been blocked by Clemmer. He comes up with a loose ball. William Blount in front court stumbling on the left side. Cooper lost a handle on the way up, hits the deck, and apparently was fouled. Zatawi picks up his 2nd and the team 5th. So, William Blount Sr. Marshall Cooper at the line. First toss, no good. Little too strong. William Blount is now 3 of 5 from the foul line as Zatawi checks out of the game with those 2 fouls, and into the lineup for Coach Higgins, Isaiah Smith, number 10, the junior. Second toss, good by Cooper. So Cooper in the scoring column as he hits 1 of 2. 13-6, Farragut by 7. 1:50 to go in the first quarter as Dylan Atwell brings the ball in front court, guarded by Lingenfelter. Gives off to Arnold. Arnold hadn't used his dribble yet. Gives to Smith. Isaiah Smith over to Dylan Atwell. Atwell dribbles left. Gives to Cuevas on the perimeter, and he's going to be called for taking steps. I think that's Farragut's first turnover. 1:34 to go opening quarter. Admirals jumped out to an 8-0 lead and matched that 8-point cushion, currently leading by 7. I think it was 11-3 is the other 8-point lead. William Blount driving, ball knocked away from Jake England. He grabs it back, gives to Lingenfelter. He penetrates, gives to England in the corner, can't get a shot off against Atwell. Loops it out top to Trey Clemmer. Just over a minute to play in the opening quarter as William Blount resets their half-court offense. Lingenfelter has picked up his dribble, needs a little help. Coming over and taking a pass is Marshall Cooper. Gives it back to Lingenfelter, who slides out top between the circles. Cuevas is on him defensively. Right side Cooper, guarded there by Atwell. Pair of 4s matched up. 3-point try from the left side by England. Offline, rebounded away by Brabson. Outlet pass to Cuevas. In transition, missed the layup. William Blount back the other way. England into the lane. Gives in the right corner to Cooper. Cooper looking down low for Lingenfelter. Cuevas steps in front, makes the steal. Farragut in front court. Isaiah Smith spots up. Quick 3, no good from the right side. 20 seconds to play in the opening quarter. William Blount with the weak side rebound. That went to Jake England. He gives it up to Lingenfelter, who points at the clock. Says we're going to hold for 1. Governors trailing by 7. As Clemmer, Trey Clemmer that is, looks down low. Cooper on a backdoor cut, catches, shoots, and scores in one motion. Smith into front court, actually didn't quite make it to front court, throws one up from near midcourt, and it is no good off the rim at the horn. So the Governors, with that final basket by Marshall Cooper, trim Farragut's advantage to 5. We'll head to the second quarter with the Admirals leading William Blount 13-8. Back in 60 seconds with that second quarter as you listen to Farragut High School Hoops, presented by Pilot Food Marts on Farragut's Independent Voice 105.3 WFIV.
Tired of buying the same old jewelry every year for your significant other? Does your gift miss the mark on uniqueness and quality? Show them how special they are with a gift from Estate House Jewelry. The highest quality diamonds and precious stones you expect with the lowest prices guaranteed. Choose from the largest selection of pre-owned Rolexes and luxury watches in the area. When you stop enjoying your Estate House purchase, we'll always buy it back or trade it. Guaranteed. Estate House Jewelry and Antiques.
Erie Insurance Company is celebrating 95 years of being above all in service. H.O. Hurt, the founder of the company, insisted the cornerstone of the company was the golden rule. Treat others the way you want to be treated. That's why every product they sell is built and backed by this simple rule. Whether it's auto, home, business, or life, you owe it to yourself to call Bryan Insurance, 865-951-7993, or visit bryaninsurance.com.
Eric Gerhardt back with you here at William Blount High School, Dusty Street in our WFIV studios. Brandon Campbell behind the camera if you're watching at the Booster Club's live stream page or on YouTube. As the Admirals with the first possession of the second quarter, leading William Blount 13-8. Carter Mayfield has entered the lineup, drives down the left side of the lane, lost a handle on the dribble and turned it over. William Blount comes up with a steal. Just Farragut's second turnover. William Blount quickly in front court with it. Driving, right side, that's Matthew Klimmer. And he is fouled on a block. Didn't catch who the foul was on. It's Farragut's sixth. So almost the entire second quarter to play. And William Blount will be in the bonus the rest of the half. Klimmer loses it on the inbound on his way up under the basket. Farragut comes away with the basketball. Mayfield lost his dribble, grabs it back, finds Cuevas, left side three, good. Brandon Cuevas makes it 16-8. Admirals matching their biggest lead. Cole Gibson out high, guarded by Isaiah Smith. Farragut's got Cuevas, Arnold, Smith, Brabson, and Mayfield on the floor. Smith nearly got a steal, and as he continued to pursue the basketball, he's going to be called for a push as Smith picks up his first, team seventh. So Gibson goes to the line to shoot 1 and 1. William Blount's only got 2 field goals thus far. 4 points at the free throw line, couple of field goals. For the Governors, 8. 7 minutes to play in the first half. Admirals leading 16-8 as Gibson misses the free throw, and it's rebounded away by Smith. Farragut in a hurry in front court. Cuevas, right side. Out high to Brabson. Farragut has gotten, let's see. Let's say Jake Bishop. That's not Jake Bishop, I don't believe. In the ball game at 32. William Blount goes inside, and powering up the shot is Klimmer. Good on the field goal. And so it's 16-10. It is Bishop. Isaiah Smith, right side to Mayfield, off to Bishop, back to Mayfield. Carter from out top will try a three, no good. Brabson battling for the rebound, tipped it out of bounds. William Blount's basketball, and a chance for the Governors to trim a little more off the Farragut advantage. Inside with the ball, Klimmer, the sophomore Klimmer, younger Klimmer, spins, misses. Brabson with the rebound. Ball knocked away from him momentarily, but picked up by Mayfield. Ahead to Cuevas, into the left corner to Smith. Smith penetrates, finds Cuevas over in the right corner. Now to Brabson. He'll shoot a three offline. Farragut didn't have anybody under there to rebound. Ball kicks off the rim and out of bounds. And William Blount's going to sub a couple of players back in Lingenfelter and England. William Blount's ball after the missed three by the Admirals. So Lingenfelter at the point, guarded by Farragut's Carter Mayfield. 5:35 to go first half. Klimmer with the ball out top, guarded by Bishop. Cooper takes a pass, gives to England. Right side, Williamson, he penetrates, leaves it off on the right block for a shot attempt by England, and he missed from in close. Now grabs it, however, after the ball was knocked free And we're going to have, I guess, another foul on Farragut. Carter Mayfield picks up the foul, his first and the team 8th. Cuevas and Brabson leave the game as Farragut gets into the lineup. Dallas Carbaugh, number 13, sophomore. And returning to the lineup, Ryan Neal. There's a 1-and-1 situation for England. Tosses up and good as the William Blount senior earns himself a bonus toss. He's 2 of 3 from the line now here in the first half. 16-11, and that will remain the score as the second one's too strong. Rebounded away by Isaiah Smith. Given to Carbaugh. Carbaugh in front court. His pass kicked. Farragut's ball under its own basket. Everett back into the ball game for William Blount, replaces Trey Clemmer. Mayfield inbounding from under his own basket for Farragut. Out high to Ryan Neal it comes. He's guarded there by Zopa. Mayfield takes a handoff from Neal, moves into the lane, puts one up with the left hand, and I think they'll say it's good. Little continuation there as Carter, with a drive to the basket, scores and should have an and one. Williamson picks up the foul, his first, team 3rd, and so Carter Mayfield with his first bucket and looks to complete the three-point play, which he does. So Carter good on the free throw, and Farragut 19-11. 8-point cushion. There's a walk. William Blount with his 8th turnover as England just didn't get the ball to the floor quickly enough. Looking to make a move from the top of the key. Walked with it. And so the Admirals with a chance to establish their biggest lead of this first half. Mayfield off to Bishop. And looking down low, that one's thrown away. Farragut with its 3rd turnover. Governor's in front court with the basketball. 4:40 to play first half. Collision in the lane as Mayfield hits the deck. And I think Carter's going to be called for the foul as Jake England was making a move into the paint. So Carter picks up his 2nd foul. Zatawi has 2 as well. That's 9 team fouls. Free throw is no good by England. Farragut with the rebound. Carbaugh into front court for the Admirals. 4.5 to play in the first half. Mayfield driving down the lane. Fouled on a reach-in, and a couple of free throws coming for Carter. Is good first step getting around England, who reaches and fouls. So Carter, who completed the three-point play at the line a moment ago with a couple of tosses, first of which is good. Atwell has 6 for Farragut. Ryan Neal has 5. Mayfield with 4, looking to add to that total, and does. Mayfield now with 5 as he hits both free throws. Also, Brandon Cuevas with 3, Lucas Arnold with 2. That's Farragut's scoring as the Admirals now with their biggest lead, 21-11. Nearly midway through our second quarter, William Blount's Caden Williamson with the ball out top, guarded by Isaiah Smith, gives to Lingenfelter in the paint. 13-foot jumper, no good. Carbaugh, rebound for the Admirals. Gives to Mayfield. In a hurry in front court. Mayfield shovels it off to Neal. Left side for a 3. No. Bishop tips it, but William Blount comes away with it on the weak side with England. England leads the break in front court all the way to the basket. Scores, but we've got a moving screen for William Blount, and that'll wipe off the basket. Everett with the 2nd foul. I was about to say the Admirals did nothing to stop the ball as England went right to the basket, but apparently there was a little bit of an assist from England in making, or excuse me, from Everett in making sure that Farragut couldn't stop the ball, and so the offensive foul turns it over to the Admirals, who lead by 10 as Mayfield to Bishop, gives it back to Mayfield, top of the key. Carter hands it off to Neal, starts right, reverses left, down the lane with a right hand. Shot won't go. Nice move, but a tough shot at the rim. And then a foul against the Admirals, and we'll walk to the other end. Carbaugh picks up the foul. We'll walk to the other end for a double bonus now.
2 shots for Cole Gibson.
So the junior, Cole Gibson, 0 of 1 from the line as he missed front end. But again, double bonus now. So Gibson, 2 points, make it 3 as he hits the toss. And the second one's good as well. So Gibson connects on a pair. It's 21-13. Farragut by 8. 3:29 to play first half. Dallas Carball guarded by Trey Clemmer. Gives to Neal in the corner, moves into the paint, picks up his dribble, gives back to Carball. He'll drive the lane with the left hand, shot up off the window. Good by the Farragut sophomore. Carball with his first bucket. Farragut up by 10. Into the lane. Carball with a blocked shot, but it goes right to Clemmer, who lays it up and in. England's shot was blocked, but Clemmer, the benefactor, as it came right to him. Now here's Mayfield through the lane. It scoops one up off the window. Tough shot with the right hand off the left side, and it goes for Carter. He's got 7 all here in the second quarter. Farragut again leads by 10. Clemmer down low, gets it in good position, but can't score against Isaiah Smith. Carball with the rebound for the Admirals. Finds Mayfield, left side, three-pointer, good. And Mayfield buries the 3 from the left wing, and a timeout going to be used by William Blount head coach Kevin Wendell. A 30-second timeout as the Admirals open up a 13-point lead, 28-15 with 2:37 to play in our first half. Farragut led 8-0 at the outset, then 11-3, and just here recently extended the lead beyond 8 for the first time, leading by 10 on a couple of occasions, the first of those being at 21-11, but now it's 28-15 as Carter Mayfield, I think, entered the game at the quarter break, and he has 10 here in the second. Atwell, a couple of threes early in the game, has 6. Ryan Neal with 5. Dallas Carball, Lucas Arnold, 2 points apiece. Brandon Cuevas with 3. So 6 different Admirals in the scoring column as William Blount, nice feed to the cutter, Cooper, but he misses. Putback, though, is good. Lingenfelter with the bucket for William Blount, his first, scores on a putback. Farragut in front court. Mayfield has the dribble knocked away and stolen, and now Farragut trying to get the ball back in rear court. Ryan Neal reaches and fouls. Coach Higgins wondering why Mayfield wasn't fouled. And it'll be a double bonus for Lingenfelter. William Blount Sr. Toss too strong. William Blount with its 14th free throw attempt of this first half. No good. Carball the rebound. Lingenfelter misses 2. Admirals in front court leading by 11. We go under 2 minutes to play first half. Carter Mayfield, long 3, no good. Rebound by Bishop, but he's stripped on the way up. Cole Gibson with the strip, leads the break into front court. Gibson all the way to the basket, misses. Carball with the rebound for the Admirals. He heads back the other way. His pass deflected. William Blount comes up with a steal. Governors, Lingenfelter into the lane. Floater with the right hand, good. 28-19. Brabson up off the bench, joins Dylan Atwell. Also Arnold up off the bench, so 3 Admirals at the scorer's table waiting to check in. Isaiah Smith driving right side, loops it back to Mayfield. Mayfield and Bishop exchange it, top of the key. Now Mayfield gives off to Carball. He'll move into the paint and drug his pivot foot, but he may have been pushed. Trey Clemmer picks up the foul, his first, and the team 6th. So 1:14 to play in the half. Farragut will be in the bonus the rest of the way. William Blount's been in the double bonus for a while, as Mayfield will inbound from underneath his own basket for the Admirals. In it comes to Atwell out near midcourt. To Ryan Neal out near midcourt. Moves to the left elbow, gives to Arnold. Arnold in turn to Mayfield. Mayfield down the lane, missed the shot. Came right back to him, though. Kicks it out to Brabson for a 3. No, Atwell with the rebound. And Atwell at close range. Farragut can't handle his pass. It's stolen away by the Governors. Lingenfelter in front court to Clemmer. Bounce pass inside to his brother, the younger Clemmer, Matthew, and he scores, knocks it off the window with the right hand. 28-21, Farragut leading by 7. Ryan Neal spinning on the left block, shot won't go. Rebounded away by the Governors' Cooper, given to Lingenfelter. 30 seconds to go until halftime. Clemmer, Trey Clemmer that is, top of the key, back to Lingenfelter, guarded by Mayfield. One dribble over on the right side by Matthew Clemmer, then returns the ball out high to Cole Gibson. Atwell on him defensively. 13 seconds to go in the half. Farragut had a 13-point lead. It's been trimmed to 7. William Blount looking to cut further into it as Lingenfelter through the lane with the right hand scores. Lingenfelter with a bucket. Atwell from beyond midcourt. No good off the backboard as the horn sounds. And the first half comes to a close. And so Farragut looking good with a couple of minutes to go until halftime, opening up a 13-point cushion. But the Governors with a closing flurry. And they cut it down to 5 here at intermission. 28-23, Farragut with the 5-point lead here at William Blount. We'll get a 2-minute break and return to look at the first half numbers as you listen to Farragut High School basketball presented by Pilot Food Marts on Farragut's Independent Voice, 105.3 WFIV.
105.3 WFIV, Loudon, Farragut, Lenore City.
At your nearby Pilot Food Mart, there's a refreshing drink special waiting for you, and it's only 99 cents. Any size fountain drink, icy, or coffee is right inside, and just 99 cents every day. With your Pilot My Rewards card, get 3 cents off every gallon of gas. And find additional specials inside the store. Drink specials, gas savings, regular specials. Get your Pilot My Rewards card today. Pilot, we're right on your way.
Hi, this is Dave from VG's Bakery. Circumstances have forced us to change the way we do business, but nothing will change the pride and love we have for baking the finest baked goods. Go to vgsbakery.com to check out our curbside menu we offer Tuesday through Friday weekly. And our cake department is ready to create your beautiful and delicious special occasion cakes. Pastries, cookies, bread, and desserts, all made by hands that care. VG's Bakery, handcrafted baked goods. Oh yes.
Attention East Tennessee. Beard and Bike and Trail has been voted one of the 100 best bike shops in the U.S. by the Bicycle Dealers Association. This certification requires not only a great shopping experience and expert staff, but also support for local and national cycling advocacy. Beard and Bike and Trail has affordable luxury bikes from the brands you know, like Jamis, Fuji, Marin, Breezer, and Taro. Bike and Trail has bikes for children as well as the young at heart. Bike and Trail also carries affordable electric bikes. Need a bike repair? Their top-notch repair shop has the fastest turnaround time in town. Tight on cash? Ask about their 12 months no-interest financing. With over 48 years of experience in the cycling industry, you can always count on Beard and Bike and Trail for great customer service. Make Bike and Trail your one-stop for cycling adventure. Open 7 days a week. Located on the Third Creek Greenway on Forest Park Boulevard. Beard and Bike and Trail. Voted one of the best bike shops in the U.S. by the Bicycle Dealers Association.
Back here at William Blount High School, Farragut leading the homestanding Governors 28-23 at the break. And the Lady Admirals were victorious earlier, 81-48. Jumped out to a 13-point lead at the end of the first quarter, and it stayed generally in that area through 3 quarters. Farragut led 60-45 going to the final quarter, and then a 21-3 fourth quarter advantage as the Lady Admirals pulled away for the 81-48 victory, improving to 8-0 on the season, 3-0 in the district. As Avery Strickland had 22 points, Macy Barnes had 19, Ashlyn Sheridan with 15, McCall Willis had 9. Keely Rogers was her usual self in terms of distributing the basketball and being a disruptive force on the defensive end. And good opportunity in that fourth quarter to get a lot of youngsters some playing time. As Maeve O'Sullivan and Addison Presley among those that got late buckets, as Coach Mayfield able to get everybody on the floor tonight. And so congratulations to the Lady Admirals, who remain unbeaten on the season. They look forward to Friday's matchup at home against Lenoir City. That'll be followed then by a Saturday matchup with the Bearden Bulldogs. That, too, will be at Lynn Sexton Gymnasium. Saturday's matchup for the girls, tip-off time is 3 o'clock. Of course, Friday night, our District 4 AAA broadcast as Farragut hosts Lenoir City. That'll be a 6 o'clock start for the girls. So the Admirals, as we got the boys' game started, it was the Admirals jumping out to an 8-0 lead. Farragut would lead 13-8 at the end of the first quarter. About midway through the second, Farragut led by double figures for the first time at 21-11. Eventually, they would lead by as many as 13. I believe it was 28-15, and if so, it was the Governors with the final 8 points of the first half as they trim Farragut's lead to 5 here at the break. Both teams with 15 second quarter points. I had Farragut with 5 first half turnovers and William Blount with 9 turnovers. The Governors' Cole Gibson, 2 of 3 from the foul line, 4 points for the William Blount Jr. Marshall Cooper, William Blount Sr., 1 of 2 from the line, 3 first half points. Caleb Lingenfelter, 0 of 2 from the line, 6 first half points. Trey Clemmer, 2 of 2 from the line, 6 points for Clemmer. Matthew Clemmer with 2 points. Jake England, 2 of 5 from the foul line. All of his scoring at the charity stripe. William Blount was 7 of 14 from the foul line. They did not have a three-pointer. For the Admirals, Brandon Cuevas with a second quarter three-pointer, his lone basket. Dylan Atwell, a couple of threes early in the ballgame as he had 6 first half points. Ryan Neal with 5 points included in his total, a 3. That was the first basket of the ballgame. Lucas Arnold with 2 points. Dallas Carball with 2 points. And Carter Mayfield. Big second quarter offensively for Mayfield, who went 3 of 3 from the line and knocked down a 3. 10 first half points for Carter. Again, all of that coming in the second quarter as he's Farragut's leading scorer here at the break. The Admirals had just the 3 free throws shot by Mayfield, all of them makes. So Farragut 3 of 3 from the line. William Blount was 7 of 14. And again, William Blount did not have a three-pointer. Meanwhile, Farragut had 5, led by Atwell, who had 2. And again, the trio of Admirals, Cuevas, Neal, and Mayfield with 1 three-pointer apiece. Admirals leading it 28-23 as Farragut comes in 3-4 on the season. Had not played a game since Saturday, December 12th. So that was a 2-point loss at Science Hill, 40-38. Since we were last on the air covering the Admirals on Tuesday, December 8th, as Farragut squared off with Heritage in a district matchup. The Admirals with a convincing 63-32 victory, evening their district mark at 1-1. At the time, that got them to 2-3 on the season. They then went to Science Hill on Friday, the 11th of December, and defeated Dobbins Bennett in Johnson City 65-58. And again, as just mentioned a moment ago, then the following day on Saturday, the 12th of December, a 2-point loss to the homestanding Hilltoppers, 40-38. So 3-4 on the season, playing for the first time in over 3 weeks, and got off to a strong start, but William Blount had a strong finish to the end of the first half, and it all adds up to a 5-point halftime lead for the Admirals, 28-23, in a matchup of teams that are 1-1 in district play thus far. We'll get a 2-minute break. We'll return with third quarter action on the other side as you listen to Farragut High School Hoops, presented by Pilot Food Marts on Farragut's Independent Voice, 105.3 WFIV.
Hey, Rick Terry here with Rick Terry Jewelry Designs. We've gotten so many calls. Are you open? Are you doing jewelry work? And the answer is yes. Only a few small changes. Repair times are a little longer. Jewelry design consultations are done by appointment, but the same great service you've always expected is what you'll get. And in our brand new, totally redesigned jewelry store. It's spacious, clean, and safe. If you haven't been in, you've got to come see. Rick Terry Jewelry Designs, we want to be your jeweler.
What tells your story? Your diploma, an art print, A map from a trip you've held on to for years. A shadow box of a favorite sports jersey? Whatever it is, at Express Frame, we've made custom framing fast, easy, and affordable. Each frame is handcrafted by our experts in-house using high-quality materials. With our large frame inventory selection, we'll get your finished artwork back to you in a lot less time than traditional custom framing stores. Same expert staff and service, new name. Express Frame is located in the Dick's Sporting Goods Shopping Center next to Sports Clubs. Frame your story at Express Frame and look for special offers at expressframe.net. We know framing, you'll know the difference.
Erie Insurance Company is celebrating 95 years of being above all in service. H.O. Hurt, the founder of the company, insisted the cornerstone of the company was the golden rule. Treat others the way you want to be treated. That's why every product they sell is built and backed by this simple rule. Whether it's auto, home, business, or life, you owe it to yourself to call Bryan Insurance, 865-951-7993, or visit bryaninsurance.com.
We're all paying attention to social distancing and cleanliness these days, and your nearby Pilot Food Mart has got you covered. Every Pilot has a sanitation station. You'll find masks and hand sanitizer to help keep you and your family safe. While you're there, get your Pilot My Rewards card. It's good for 3 cents a gallon off Pilot gas and in-store specials. Your neighborhood Pilot Food Mart. We're right on your way.
First possession of the third quarter will belong to the Governors of William Blount. And they work the ball down low. Good set for William Blount as the entry feed's made from the right corner into the paint to Jake England, and he knocks it home off the window good. That's his first field goal of the night. And William Blount first on the board here in the third quarter. It's 28-25, Farragut by 3. Atwell for Farragut to Zane Zatawi in the left corner. Arnold out top takes it. Hands off. Now Arnold screens for Neal. Neal down the left side of the lane. Gives to Atwell in the corner for a 3. No good. Zatawi. Weak side rebound and stick back. Good. Zane Zatawi with his first bucket. And so the teams trade baskets on their opening possessions of the second half. Farragut with the same 5 they began the game. Lucas Arnold, Dylan Atwell, Ryan Neal, Elisha Brabson, Zane Zatawi for Coach Higgins. Lingenfelter with a basket out top. Here's Farragut's Ryan Neal looking to answer with a floater on the left baseline. No good. Lingenfelter comes out of there with it. And so the Governors in front court, quickly down low on the right baseline. It'll be Gibson missing a shot, but the ball ricochets over to Jake England, and England from right underneath lays it up and in. Uncontested layup. Here's Neal driving to the basket at the other end. Strong to the hoop, and this time Neal able to finish as he has 7. That's 32-29 as William Blount had cut it to 1, but the Admirals quickly answer with a basket by Neal. Clemmer at the free throw line picks up his dribble, guarded there by Zatawi, gives off to Lingenfelter, who's guarded by Neal. In turn, he gives to Cooper, who's guarded by Farragut's Lucas Arnold. Right side Lingenfelter, and I think we've got illegal screen against England of William Blount, and that'll be second or third time tonight that William Blount has been called for the moving screen. And turnover number 10 of the night with a player control foul. 6:03 to play. Third quarter here at William Blount as Farragut lobs back door to Zane Zatawi from Brabson out top. Zatawi makes the catch and then circles back into the left corner. Gives to Neal. Neal gives back to Zatawi and turn out top to Brabson. Arnold screening for Brabson. No, doesn't use it. Gives off to Atwell. Atwell with a three-pointer. No good. Ball rebounded off the floor, and then Farragut's going to pick up a really cheap foul. Reach in as Brabson picks up the foul, his second. First of the second half for Farragut. William Blount already subbing much as they did in the opening quarter. Quickly rotating in different players early in the half. Clemmer with the ball, back to the basket at the right elbow, picks up his dribble at the three-point arc. Gives off to Cooper, who's guarded by Arnold. Zatawi steps in front of a pass intended for Clemmer, makes the steal, driving on Cooper in front court, fouled on a shot attempt. So Zitawi with the steal, and he'll go to the free throw line, shoot a pair, as Cooper picks up his first foul and the second against the Governors here in the third quarter. Zitawi scored a moment ago his first basket of the ball game following an offensive rebound. His first free throw attempt of the night is true. So Zitawi makes it a 4-point lead for Farragut, 33-29 with 5:17 to play in the third quarter. And the senior puts up the second toss, and it too is good. William Blount quickly in front court. In the right corner, Marshall Cooper shoots a three, hits it. And Coach Higgins wants timeout as the Admirals lost Cooper, and he had a good look at the basket from the right corner for a three, and so Coach Higgins responds with a 30-second timeout, 34-32, as that's the first three of the ball game for the Governors. Again, courtesy of senior Marshall Cooper, and it cuts Farragut's lead down to 34-32 with 5:10 to play in our third quarter. Again, the Lady Admirals won earlier 81-48. Also, girls District 4 AAA action tonight. Maryville wins going away at West 61-22. So the Lady Rebels of Maryville are now 2-2 in district play. West drops to 0-2. Bearden fell in a non-district matchup to Alcoa 47-45, first loss of the year for the Lady Bulldogs. Farragut with the ball coming out of the timeout. Ryan Neal, three-pointer from out top. Short, but there's Zitawi again, grabbing the offensive rebound and scoring on a putback. Zitawi's got 6, all here in the third quarter. Farragut leads by 4. Clemmer with the ball. Right block, guarded by Zitawi. Spins to the baseline with the right hand, gets it to go. Little baby hook by Trey Clemmer on the money. He's got 8. Farragut back the other way as Neal into the lane, gives back to Brabson. Now to Neal, top of the key to Atwell, right side. Zitawi pops out top, takes the pass, moves into the lane, back to Brabson. Now to Atwell, knifing into the lane, contact, and they're going to call Atwell for the forearm extension. Offensive foul on Dylan Atwell. I've got that as Dylan's second, but I believe Public Address said it's his first. It is the second against Farragut, and the Admiral's 6th turnover of the night. William Blount could tie or take the lead from the right elbow. Shot up by England is no good. Farragut with a rebound, and then Clemmer with a foul on the rebound attempt as Brabson collected the defensive board for Farragut. And they say that's Clemmer's third, or maybe that was the Governor's third. Whatever the case, Farragut's basketball. Dylan Atwell in front court. Gives to Zane Zitawi, who's guarded by Clemmer. Now Neal comes around, takes it from Zitawi. Into the right corner, Arnold. Three-pointer by Lucas Arnold is good. Arnold on the money with a shot from the right corner. And 39-34 our score. Farragut by 5. England. Right side pass nearly stolen away by Atwell. Gibson grabs it back, moves into the lane. Floater with the right hand is good. Cole Gibson with 6 points. Farragut quickly in front court. Neal loses a handle on it, but it comes right to Arnold under the basket. He goes up quickly for a shot and is fouled. A couple of free throws coming for Lucas Arnold. Marshall Cooper with the foul. William Blount's 4th foul. 3:23 to go in the third quarter. And Arnold, who hit the 3 just a moment ago from the right corner. His first free throw attempt of the night is good. Clemmer out of the game, Lingenfelter out of the game as well for Coach Wendell of William Blount. As Arnold, second toss, good. Lucas Arnold, Farragut senior, cans both free throws. He's got 7, Farragut leads by 5. William Blount in front court with the basketball. They have gotten Jeb Zappa into the ball game. He has it on the right wing, guarded by Arnold. Gives to England, top of the key, makes a move on Brabson, has to pick up his dribble, left side of the lane, returns the ball out top to Marshall Cooper. Guarded there by Neal. Over on the right side to Cole Gibson. Driving on Atwell into the paint, comes to a stop, pivots twice, scoops it up with the right hand, missed it. Did a good job freeing himself for a shot, but couldn't finish. Farragut in front court. Neal takes a pass from Atwell, gives to Arnold in the left corner. Back to Atwell on the wing. Moves to the baseline. Decides to give it out top to Atwell. Now to Zatawi. Neal going to shoot a three, and it rims out. Rebounded away by William Blount's Marshall Cooper. Cooper in front court on the left wing with a pass to Zappa. Back to Cooper. Drifts right, gives to Gibson. Atwell on him defensively as Gibson backs out near the midcourt stripe. 2:18 to play in the third quarter. Farragut leading by 5, 41-36. Cooper guarded by Zatawi. Right side Zappa. Now to England. England to the free throw line. Rifles a pass into the left corner to Gibson. Double teamed on the baseline. Now on the wing, Zatawi is going to bump and foul Riley Everett. So Zatawi picks up his third foul and the third on Farragut in this third quarter. And Zatawi will leave, and Brandon Cuevas will check into the game. Governor basketball from the baseline left. Lingenfelter inbounding, and he threw it away. Ryan Neal sticks a hand out, bats it to Brabson. Admirals with a steal. Farragut in front court. Atwell, left corner three, in and out. Rebounded away by Lingenfelter. Leads the break back the other way. Lingenfelter, little hesitation, now gives back to Matthew Klimmer. Over on the left side to Williamson. Swing it back right as Klimmer hands off to Lingenfelter. Lingenfelter dribbles over to the left wing, guarded by Ryan Neal. Trey Klimmer screens for him. Lingenfelter gives to Matthew Klimmer for a three that is good from out top. Matt Klimmer with the three, and had play stopped for just a moment. So William Blount did not have a three in the first half, and they've got, a couple of them here in the third quarter. 41-39, Farragut by 2, 1:13 to play third quarter. Brabson against Matt Klimmer pulls up left elbow and hits a 16-footer. Brabson with his first bucket. William Blount quickly in front court. Maiden drives to the baseline, gives back to Klimmer for a jumper that is no good from 15 on the left side. Rebounded away by the Admirals. Cuevas ahead to Arnold, lost it off his foot and out of bounds. Admirals with a turnover in transition. 4-point lead for Farragut, 43-39, but William Blount with the basketball. 54 seconds to go in our third quarter. Lingenfelter, guarded by Atwell. Dribbles right, picks it up, right side of the paint. Gives back on the perimeter to Evan Maiden. Maiden's guarded by Farragut's Ryan Neal. Now Lingenfelter to the free throw line, keeps his foot planted after picking up the dribble, bounces it off to Klimmer, guarded by Arnold. Klimmer working into the paint, triple teamed, fade away off the pivot, no good. Rebounded away by Ryan Neal. Farragut leads the break the other way as Neal tries to get it to Atwell, but it's going to be from behind. Maiden able to knock it away. Knocked out of bounds by William Blount. Farragut with the basketball under its own goal. Carter Mayfield will inbound as he checks into the game, replacing Ryan Neal. 20 seconds to go in the quarter as Mayfield out high to Cuevas. Over to Brabson, goes through his hands, saves it right in front of the Farragut bench, and Coach Higgins uses a timeout. Brabson teetering across the way on the sideline, and so Coach Higgins uses a 30-second timeout with 16 seconds remaining in the third quarter. And the Admirals looking to build in these final seconds on a 4-point lead, 43-39. Farragut leading by 5, both at the end of the first quarter and at halftime. Leading 13-8 after one, 28-23 at the break. But that was after William Blount closed with a flurry in the second quarter. It looked like Farragut was in pretty good control of the game, leading by 13 late in the second quarter. But cut to 5, and William Blount and Farragut basically matching each other basket for basket by and large here in the third quarter, as the Admirals by 4 have the ball coming out of the timeout. Carter Mayfield off to Lucas Arnold. Arnold has the ball knocked away from him. He retrieves it, 5 seconds to go. Atwell over to Mayfield. Right side three, short. Rebounds tipped. William Blount comes up with it, and we'll head to the fourth with the Admirals on top here at William Blount, 43-39. Let's get a 1-minute break. We'll return with fourth quarter action on the other side as you listen to Farragut High School basketball presented by Pilot Food Marts on 105.3 WFIV.
105.3 WFIV, Loudon, Farragut, Lenore City.
We're all paying attention to social distancing and cleanliness these days, and your nearby Pilot Food Mart has got you covered. Every Pilot has a sanitation station. You'll find masks and hand sanitizer to help keep you and your family safe. While you're there, get your Pilot My Rewards card. It's good for 3 cents a gallon off Pilot gas and in-store specials. Your neighborhood Pilot Food Mart. We're right on your way.
Shop Farragut wishes you and the entire Admiral Sports Nation much success and happiness this exciting season and reminds you to shop Farragut all year long. Your Farragut retailers, restaurants, and service providers have worked hard to make your shopping easy and a bargain. Follow Shop Farragut on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to get all of the deals and discounts you need. Go Admirals!
Farragut with the first possession of the fourth quarter. Isaiah Smith will try a three. No good. Brabson with a putback, and he's fouled. So Brabson on the offensive glass scores on a stick back, and he's fouled to boot. So a chance at a three-point play. I believe it was Lingenfelter on the foul. And so a good start to the fourth quarter for the Admirals as Brabson trying to complete a three-point play, does so. Brabson hits the free throw, and Farragut leads by 7, 46-39. Clemmer down low to England under the basket. England against 2 Farragut defenders, fouled on a spinning shot attempt, and a couple of free throws coming for England as they give the foul to, I guess, Smith. Or maybe Brabson. I think it's Brabson with the third foul. Brabson with his third foul. At the line, England. Free throw good. Second one, no good. Isaiah Smith grabs it, gives to Carter Mayfield. Mayfield in front court for the Admirals. To Brabson. Tied up. William Blount reaches in, ties up Brabson, and the Governors will get it on the alternate possession. Lingenfelter walks it across the timeline for William Blount. Gives to Trey Clemmer, left side, guarded by Brabson. Skip pass goes over to Lingenfelter, right side. Looks for the posting England instead to Gibson. So Farragut's got Dillon Outwell, Carter Mayfield, Isaiah Smith, Elisha Brabson, and Brandon Cuevas on the floor. England with the ball for the Governors. Off to Cooper. Cooper guarded by Cuevas on a switch. Inside to England, working against Isaiah Smith. Back out to Lingenfelter. Three-pointer from the top of the key over Carter Mayfield is no good, but England gets the long rebound in the right corner. William Blount can reset. Cooper, left side for William Blount, down low on the left block to the cutter. That was England unable to hit the shot, but Clemmer comes flying in and cleans it up. Trey Clemmer with 10 points now as he scores on the stick back. And it's a 4-point lead for the Admirals, 46-42. William Blount just continues to hang around. Looked like Farragut was going to perhaps pull away late second quarter, but the Governors went on a nice closing flurry to finish out the second half, or second quarter rather. And it's been close ever since. William Blount got a steal, then threw it away at the other end trying to get out on the break. So it all adds up to Farragut getting the ball back, leading 46-42. As Brabson goes into the lane, got the ball kind of caught up on his hip. Whistle sounds. And Brabson fouled on that drive to the basket by Cole Gibson. His first. Cooper out of the game. Caden Williamson back in for William Blount. Inbound feed comes to Brabson, right side of the paint. Missed from pretty close range. William Blount gets the rebound and the Admirals foul. Brandon Cuevas with his first foul. team 5th, so both teams inching closer to the bonus with 5:58 to play. Farragut leading 46-42. The Admirals have 5 team fouls. William Blount has 6. Governors with the ball as Williamson driving right side, stops, gives back out top to England. He gives to Lingenfelter. Lingenfelter on the left side gives it up to Cole Gibson. Gibson between the circles, guarded by Dylan Atwell. Exchanges it with Williamson. Gibson getting it back on the left side, tries a 3 that is no good. Carter Mayfield hits the deck and apparently was assisted, or was that Mayfield or Atwell? Regardless, you've got Klimmer with a foul, pushing to try to get into position for the rebound. It's Klimmer's, his 3rd. Got him with 4. 1-1 for the Admirals as Carter Mayfield was the foul to party. Mayfield, 3 of 3 from the foul line. In fact, Farragut is 8 of 8 collectively from the line. Farragut's going to use a timeout ahead of the 1-1 situation for Carter Mayfield. So the Admirals with a full timeout, leading 46-42 with 5:34 to play. Let's get a 30-second break. We'll return with more on the other side as you listen to Farragut High School basketball presented by Pilot Food Marts on 105.3 WFIV.
Hey, Rick Terry here with Rick Terry Jewelry Designs. We've gotten so many calls. Are you open? Are you doing jewelry work? And the answer is yes. Only a few small changes. Repair times are a little longer. Jewelry design consultations are done by appointment, but the same great service you've always expected is what you'll get. And in our brand new, totally redesigned jewelry store. It's spacious, clean, and safe. If you haven't been in, you've got to come see. Rick Terry Jewelry Designs, we want to be your jeweler.
So coming out of the timeout, Carter Mayfield strides back to the free throw line where he was prior to Coach Higgins using the 30-second timeout to make his point very clear to his team. And so Mayfield with the free throw, good. Earns himself a bonus toss. Carter now 4 of 4 from the line. He has 11 points. He's Farragut's leading scorer tonight. Bonus toss for the Farragut junior is no good. Zatawi in there battling for the basketball, knocks it out, and Atwell comes up with it, finds Isaiah Smith. Smith moves closer, shoots from 16, no good. Mayfield with a rebound, sticks it back up there, no good. Tipped out, William Blount comes away with it. Gibson in front court, feeds Williamson, and he's fouled on a shot attempt. 2 free throws coming for Williamson. Zatawi picks up his 4th foul, team 6, so the Governors will join the Admirals in the bonus the rest of the game. But first, a 2-shot situation for Caden Williamson. Free throw is up and rims out, no good. Let's see, William Blount is 8 of 17 from the free throw line now tonight. Second toss, good. That's kind of been the way it's gone almost on every trip tonight for the Governors. They'd hit 1 of 2, maybe an exception or 2, but by and large, that's what we've seen. Farragut looking for a back door on the lob to Brabson. He saves the ball back in, and so the Farragut for the Admirals, and so Farragut with sort of a reset as Zatawi hands off to Smith out top, gives to Atwell. Atwell to Smith, left corner 3 for Isaiah, good. Isaiah Smith with his first basket of the night, and it's a big one as Farragut opens up a 7-point lead with 4:45 to play. England head fakes the 3, moves closer in the paint, shot almost seemed a little reluctant to take it, and it rims out on him and then goes out of bounds and will belong to Farragut as Coach Wendell is going to use a 30-second timeout to talk things over with his Governors. So 4:37 to play. Isaiah Smith with a big 3 at Farragut's offensive end, and then the Governors with an empty trip, and I believe it's Farragut's basketball, leading by 7, 50-43, 4:37 to play. William Blount coming in was 1-1 in the district, having lost to Maryville 47-34, and defeated William Blount on the road 49-45. While Farragut had not played since December 12th, William Blount played Maryville Christian, a 15-point loss, lost on the 19th of December to Concord Christian by 5. Lost to Stone Memorial on the 28th of December in the Maryville Christmas Tournament, 63-46, and then got a couple of wins in that same Christmas tournament over Hampton, 62-59, and most recently on the 30th over Jefferson County, 62-52. So on the year, 6-7. Again, 1-1 in the district, as are the Admirals. So big district matchup here. All of them big. As Isaiah Smith for Farragut gives to Carter Mayfield. Mayfield to Zane Zatawi, hands off to Smith. He'll shoot the three, no good. Put back by Zatawi, no good. Zane still battling for the ball down there, but it's going to be William Blount coming away with a great effort by Zatawi. Into front court goes William Blount, and Farragut's going to reach and foul as Cooper takes it into the paint. And they give the foul to Brabson, which is his fourth. And so here's Cooper shooting 1-1. Admirals will see Cooper earn himself a bonus toss. 7 points for William Blount senior Marshall Cooper this evening. Midway through our fourth quarter, and Cooper hits both ends of a 1-1, giving him 8 on the night and keeping William Blount in the thick of it, down 5, 50-45. Carter Mayfield in front court, hands off to Dylan Atwell, loops it to Isaiah Smith out high. Smith back to Brabson on the right wing, moves to the top of the key, gives off to Zatawi at the top of the key. Zane shovels it off to Atwell. Dylan finds a seam, drives to the basket, scores, but they wave it off, say a foul before the shot. So Atwell, nice job attacking the bucket. And Clemmer out of the game as William Blount replaces the senior with sophomore Riley Everett. And so at the line, 1-1, Dylan Atwell. Free throw, good. So Admirals have shot the free throws well tonight. They have only a single miss, and Atwell earns himself a bonus toss. 51-45, Farragut by 6. Atwell tries to make it 7 and does. So Atwell with 8 points now as he converts both ends of the 1-1. 52-45. The advantage for the Admirals. Cooper head fakes a 3, moves to the free throw line for the Governors, puts up a 15-footer and gets the roll. Marshall Cooper has 10. He is the second Governor in double figures. Farragut in front court is Carter Mayfield. Dribbles into the left corner, guarded by Lingenfelter. Down the baseline he goes. Released the pass to Atwell in the right corner, but was fouled prior to getting rid of it. Lingenfelter picks up his third. Team night, so Mayfield to shoot 1-1. And Farragut's in the double bonus the rest of the game. Final 1-1 situation is Mayfield with a toss, good. Farragut Jr.'s got 12 points. 5 of 6 from the line. 6 of 7 from the line. Both ends of the 1-1 converted by Carter Mayfield. Gibson in front court for William Blount. Picks up his dribble left side of the paint. Gives it off to Lingenfelter, who backs it out near midcourt, guarded by Isaiah Smith. Right side to Cooper, who's guarded by Dylan Atwell. Gibson comes off a screen, takes a pass right side. Mayfield still there defensively. Gibson with 2:40 to play and his team down by 7. Dribbling out high, now picks up his dribble. Mayfield comes up, applies some pressure, releases the pass to England. England driving on Brabson, scoops one up at the rim. No good, but he's fouled. And they'll give it to Zatawi. And Zatawi fouls out of the ball game with 2:28 to play. Well, Zatawi had given Farragut some really good effort, in particular on the offensive glass tonight, so that will be missed as he goes to the bench. And Farragut checks into the game in his place. Guess what? Ryan Neal, I guess, back into the ball game. Clemmer back into the game for William Blount as the Governors miss the first of 2 free throws. England misses, but then hits the second. So he's got 8, and it's a 6-point lead for Farragut, 54-48. 2:25 to play. Ryan Neal in front court for Farragut, gives to Elisha Brabson. Brabson dribbles right, gives to Neal, gives it right back to Brabson in the paint, and they call a charge. Lingenfelter takes the charge. Player control foul for the Admirals, so no free throws at the other end, but Brabson has fouled out of the ball game now. Zane Zitawi fouled out a moment ago, and now Brabson, actually only 11 seconds ago in game time, and now Brabson follows him with 2:17 to play. Farragut gets back into the ballgame. Lucas Arnold in place of the departed Brabson. So Isaiah Smith, Ryan Neal, Dylan Atwell, Carter Mayfield, and Lucas Arnold for Coach Higgins. Farragut by 6, 2:10 to play. William Blount with the basketball. Neal denying in the post, and so William Blount keeps the ball on the perimeter. Gibson with it, out high, guarded by Dylan Atwell. Right side to Cooper. Isaiah Smith there defensively for Farragut. High post. Clemmer, 15-footer from the free throw line. Good. Clemmer scores. He's got 12. Farragut being pressured in rear court as Lingenfelter on Neal. Neal gets it across the timeline. Drifts right in front court. Farragut by 4 with 1:38 to play. Right side Atwell with the basketball. Atwell. There's Smith open on a cut along the left baseline. Atwell, good look, and Smith lays it up and in. Good spacing by the Admirals, and Smith has 5 points all here in the fourth as they lead by 6. Lingenfelter with a 3, quick 3, no good. Long rebound, Atwell, 2-on-2 break, leaves it off with Mayfield. Missed the layup, grabs his own miss, shovels it off to Atwell. He misses from underneath, and then the ball is knocked out of bounds, and they're going to say it's William Blount's basketball as the Governors were able to throw it back in and ricochet it off of Farragut out of bounds. Admirals with 2 cracks at point-blank range cannot knock them down. So the lead remains 6. 55 seconds to play, 2-possession game. Clemmer bounce pass to no one in particular. Farragut, nobody touched it. Nobody touched it, and the Governors throw it away. I think Clemmer thought maybe England was going to be posting, and maybe he was looking to screen instead for him. I'm not sure, but whatever the case, Farragut will take it. A costly turnover where William Blount's concerned. So Farragut facing a full court press, leading 56-50, and the Admirals throw it away on the inbound as William Blount on the deck asks for a timeout. And so Farragut had just benefited from a William Blount turnover, and they give it right back as the Governors, hustling, diving on the floor for a loose ball on an inbound play, came up with it and quickly asked for the timeout. And Admirals with their 10th turnover of the night, 3rd of the 4th quarter, and it gives William Blount new hope, trailing by 6, 56-50 with 46.3 seconds to play. Friday night, we're back on the air as Farragut will be at Lynn Sexton Gymnasium hosting district foe Lenoir City. 6 o'clock start for the girls. Boys action should follow at about 7:30. And then on Saturday, a 3 o'clock start for the girls. Boys action should follow at about 4:30 as Farragut and Bearden, the round ball version of the Battle of West Knoxville. So Friday hosting Lenoir City, and Saturday afternoon hosting the Bulldogs of Bearden. William Blount with the ball coming out of the timeout as Lingenfelter gives into Cooper, guarded by Smith, drives into the lane. Tough shot against Smith is no good. Good defense by Isaiah, and then Atwell with a rebound, and he'll be fouled by Cooper. 40 seconds to play. Cooper picks up his 3rd foul. Farragut's in the double bonus. Actually, William Blount is as well. Rest of the way. Only 40 seconds remain in regulation. Farragut leading by 6 as Dylan Atwell, 2 of 2 from the line tonight, 8 points. Shooting the double bonus. First toss is up and good. Well, if the Admirals can hang on and win this, that's going to be one of the big keys tonight is free throw shooting. Atwell, net barely budges. Hits them both. He's got 10. William Blount in front court. Gibson down the right side of the lane. Gives to Cooper in the right corner for a three that is no good. William Blount with the rebound. Lingenfelter working against Ryan Neal underneath the basket. Puts up the shot. Will they count it? I don't know. I don't think so. They call the foul. Foul prior to a shot. So Lingenfelter working under the basket. Put one up with some English and got it to go off the backboard, but it won't count. Goes to the free throw line, and again, I mentioned the free throw disparity. Lingenfelter misses the first. Both teams in the double bonus now, but Lingenfelter misses the first. The second one is good. So he's got 9, but Farragut leads by 7 with 28.4 seconds to play. Neal in rear court, double team, gets a pass off to Carter Mayfield in front court. Mayfield, Farragut had the numbers briefly. Mayfield hesitates. William Blount chasing from behind commits a foul. Williamson fouls Mayfield, and so Carter with 20 seconds to play, and the Admirals leading by 7 goes to the line to shoot a pair. First toss, good. Carter's got 14. Second one rips the net. 15 for Mayfield, and the Admirals lead by 9 with 19 seconds to play. Into front court for William Blount. Williamson gives off to Cooper, right wing for a three. No good. Gibson got the rebound but walked. Farragut's basketball with 10.7 seconds to play, and 10.7 seconds to play, and the Admirals leading by 9, 60-51. Smith inbounding against a press, gets it into Ryan Neal, bumped and fouled by Lingenfelter with 9.4 to play. Now we got a technical as well. So, let's see who shoots these. The Admirals have missed only one free throw tonight. Ryan Neal to attempt his first of the evening, and it is good. Ryan's got 8. Farragut by 10. Neal, second toss, good. Who will shoot the technicals? Looks like it's going to be Atwell. So Dylan has hit 4 free throws here in the fourth quarter. Make it 5. Second one, no good. Admirals will get possession as well following the technical, so they lead 63-51. Biggest lead of the game was 13 in the second quarter. William Blount made it a 5-point game by halftime, and the Admirals here late, hitting their free throws, going to reestablish that double-digit lead and win it by double digits as Carter Mayfield dribbles away the final seconds. 63-51 will be the final, as the Admirals improve to 4-4 overall, 2-1 in district play, as William Blount drops to 6-8 overall, 1-2 in the district. The Admirals jumped out to an 8-0 lead to get things started, but it was a 5-point lead for Farragut at the end of one, 13-8. As I just mentioned, the Admirals led by double digits in the second quarter. For the first time, it was at 21-11. Later, they would lead by 10 again, and then built it to a 13-point lead. But the Governors, with a closing flurry, made it a 5-point game at halftime, 28-23. Then in the third quarter, it's the Governors with a 16-15 edge. And so it was 4-point cushion for the Admirals heading to the fourth at 43-39. And in the final quarter, Farragut with a 20-12 advantage as they win 63-51. I had Farragut with 10 turnovers on the night and William Blount with 14 turnovers. Looking at the individual scoring for the Governors, Cole Gibson, 2 of 3 from the line. He had 6 points. Caden Williamson, 1 of 2 from the line for 1 point. Marshall Cooper shoots 3 of 4 from the line. Cooper with 10 points. It was Caleb Lingenfelter hitting 1 of 4 free throws tonight as Lingenfelter finished with 9 points. Trey Clemmer, 2 of 2 from the line. He had 12 points. Matthew Clemmer with 5 points, included in his total a 3-pointer. And Jake England was, at halftime, he was 2 for 5, ends up 4 of 9. 4 of 9 from the foul line. So I'm thinking I missed 1-3 there. There it is. Marshall Cooper had a 3-pointer early in the third quarter. The Governors didn't have a 3 in the first half, but they knocked down 2 in the second half. 1 from Marshall Cooper, 1 from Matt Clemmer. And again, William Blount with 24 free throw opportunities tonight and converted on 6, 7, 10, 11, 13 of those 24. So 13 of 24 and 54% tonight. So 54% from the line for the Governors, and again the 2 3-pointers. And quickly looking at Farragut's side of the stat sheet there, we've got Elisha Brabson with 5 points. He was 1 of 1 from the line, fouled out with 2:17 remaining. Brandon Cuevas with 3 points on a second quarter 3-pointer. Zane Zatawi, 2 of 2 from the line, 6 points tonight for Zane. He fouled out with 2:28 to play. Dylan Atwell, a couple of threes early in the ball game, 5 of 6 from the foul line, finished with 10 points. Ryan Neal, 1 3-pointer, first basket of the ball game, 2 of 2 from the line. He finished with 9. Isaiah Smith with 5 big fourth quarter points, including a 3-pointer. Lucas Arnold, 2 of 2 from the line, finished with 7 points, including a 3. It was Dallas Carbaugh with 2 points. Carter Mayfield goes 8 of 9 from the line, 1 3-pointer for Carter, and he finishes with a game-high 15 points for the Admirals. And so Farragut with 6 3-pointers this evening, again compared to just a couple for William Blount. But really one of the big stories of the game, again, the free throw shooting, as the Admirals with 22 free throw attempts, if my quick math is right, and they made, I believe, 20 of those. Let's see, 3, 8, 10, 12 indeed. 20 of 22 tonight for the Admirals. From the charity stripe, 91%, and again, compare that to 13 of 24 for William Blount at 54%. Big stat in the ball game as the Admirals win at 63-51, improved to 4-4 overall and 2-1 in district play. It's a matchup of a couple of teams that were 1-1 in the district, and so the Admirals get a win on the Governor's home floor. And pleased to be joined now by Coach John Higgins. And Coach, it may not have always been pretty, but you know, it's one of those things when you hadn't played in more than 3 weeks. Hey, take whatever you can get, and the Admirals tough out a 12-point district victory.
You know, it was good for us to go out there and play a game like this after being off for so long. You know, a grinded-out battle. William Blount's a very good basketball team. They execute their offense well. Defensively, they can be pretty stout. And for a while there, you know, we just struggled. We weren't patient offensively. We weren't making the extra pass. We were trying to be a little too aggressive. And then we couldn't keep William Blount in front of us on the defensive end. So it's good for us to get this one out of the way, right, after being gone for so long, because we've got a big week. We got 2 more games in the next 4 days. So, you know, we got to get back tomorrow. We got to fix what we did wrong today, you know, over tomorrow and Thursday, and prepare for Lenoir City Friday. But overall, I told the guys in there, it wasn't pretty, just like you said, Eric, but a win's a win. So I'm happy. I'm ecstatic with it.
It looked like, you know, Farragut was starting to build a comfortable lead. You were up by 13 late in the second quarter, and just kind of had a little bit of a lapse there where they were able to trim it to 5 at halftime.
Yeah, we became too aggressive offensively. Yep. You know, we were very patient, especially to start the game. I thought we were very patient offensively. We ran our offense really well, and we got a lot of good looks early in the game. And then as we went along and we scored pretty easily early, and then I think guys felt like, oh, well, I can do this. I can take this. Yeah, I can do this. I can do that. And it kind of got us out of our rhythm. And when that happened, we got to this place where we're trying to force the issue. We're trying to make plays that may not be there. And that's what happened in that second quarter, mid to end of the second quarter, where we were forcing the issue offensively, and then defensively, we just couldn't keep William Blount in front of us. I told the guys at halftime, we've got excellent opportunities for charges. I think we stepped up and tried to take 3 or 4 of them that were really tough bang plays. Referees have a tough job. I said, but the problem with that is, the reason we're having all these opportunities to take charges is because we can't keep anybody in front of us. They're just getting right to the rack. So, our guys are stepping up, and, we're stepping up and trying to take charges. We've got to do a better job of keeping guys in front. And I thought we did that for stretches in the second half. William Blount made some really tough shots in the second half. I mean, they're really good in their little mid-range pull-ups, free throw line and in. You basically count them. And so, those are things that we've got to work on. But we'll get there.
Well, as you say, it's a win, and it's one where lots of times Farragut has come over here to William Blount and not left with the win. Last year that was the case, as Farragut split the regular season series. Both teams winning on their home floor, but Farragut gets the road victory tonight and moves to 2-1 in the district. You look ahead, you got Lenoir City on Friday, you got Bearden on Saturday. What do you stress into the team as you look ahead to those games?
Well, we wanted to make sure, and you're right. I told them that after school today as we were eating. We've come up to William Blount, and this is a tough place to play. William Blount's very good up here. Last 2 years, it's been bang plays right at the end, and we just couldn't make them, and we came out with a loss. So it was good to get this win tonight, especially up here. As far as Friday goes, we're not concerned with Saturday. We're concerned with Friday.
Right.
If you look at the district standings, and I don't know what happened tonight in tonight's games, but Lenoir City's right up there at the top.
Right.
As far
they beat West.
As far as the number of wins they have, they're right up there at the top.
Right.
2-1 going into tonight if they play tonight. So we can't be focused on Saturday, even though Saturday's a big game. Our focus is primarily on Friday. Lenoir City, they're playing better than they did last year. So we've got to make sure that we're prepared. That's why I thought tonight was good. Right? Tonight was good. William Blount went there and beat Lenoir City right before we went on break by 4. So Lenoir City's there. They're playing well. They've got good pieces. It's our job to focus on them. We can worry about Bearden, Saturday, but we got to take care of Friday first. And so that's what our focus is going to be over the next 2 days. Let's take care of Friday first.
Got a lot of guys that sort of interchangeable parts for you this year. It seems like almost each night. Granted, it's a limited sample size so far, as this is our just 3rd broadcast night, and of course just the 8th game overall. But the starting 5 may change night to night, and who you bring in, and the impact that different people have. I mentioned Isaiah Smith had 5 big points there in the 4th quarter. That's a young man that last year started a lot for you, and but he had to come off the bench tonight and responded in the 4th quarter with a couple of big baskets for you. Meanwhile, you've got some of these other guys like a Lucas Arnold, who I thought played really well at the outset of the game. You gave him the start tonight, and so it's just these different players playing these different roles for you.
We're in a position this year, I feel like, where we've got a lot of competition. And if you or anyone watched our practice yesterday, you could see why the guys that started. I mean, that's just the way it is. And so hopefully these other guys that came off the bench tonight that have normally been starters, they understand that. This isn't just, hey, I started all last year, I'm going to start this year.
Right.
Like, we've got too many players for that. You look at a guy like Lucas. This is his first year playing basketball. But he had a really good practice yesterday, a really, really good practice yesterday. And I thought it showed today in his preparation for the game. Our starting lineup changed 45 seconds before we tipped it off. Jack Carasso was slated to start because he practiced extremely well yesterday. And then he gets hurt out there in warm-up. So, it's just we've been blessed this year so far to have a lot of depth, and our health has been pretty good for the most part. And so that helps us in a situation like when Jack comes out, real early, right? And he doesn't get to play at all. Guys foul out, and I can bring other guys in. When you have the luxury of bringing in Isaiah and a Carter off the bench, that means you've got some good depth. And tonight, really, really showed that. And guys are stepping up and making plays. left and right.
Yeah.
You know, and that's good for us, and that hopefully will prepare us and propel us to be a really tough game all year long. Because, and I try and preach to these guys all the time, our practices should be way tougher than the game. And now that we're so deep, the competition in practice should be unbelievable. It should be insane. And so now I think they're starting to realize that, and they can see it, because kids today, they only respond to not starting, sitting on the bench and this, that, and the third. So hopefully some of these guys will come out there tomorrow and Thursday and really put their best foot forward in practice and prepare themselves to play in a game that is big for us on Friday.
Absolutely. Admirals move to 2-1 with the opportunity to improve upon that mark Friday. As Coach said, Lenoir City 2-1 themselves in district play. They got a victory over West, which is fair. It's one district loss thus far, 51-47. They got a win over Heritage, and then as Coach Higgins said, a 4-point loss back on December 11th, right before Knox County shut things down, 49-45 to these William Blount Governors. So the Admirals will try to build on tonight's win over William Blount as they take on Lenoir City at Lynn Sexton Gymnasium Friday night. Coach, always appreciate it. Congratulations on the win. Look forward to seeing you Friday.
Thank you, Eric. Happy New Year, everyone.
Absolutely. Happy New Year, Coach, as the Admirals win a pair tonight. Lady Admirals got the big victory.